Hi everyone, this is just a quick screencast from Ms. Foley to help you with creating your Google site for your Culminating. This is not going to go through the basics of how to start the site because that was in a former screencast that was posted to our classroom. This is just to go through some of the common questions I've been receiving from students for some areas where there's been trouble over time. So the first, right near the beginning of your assignment, again, I'm going to say this on video, make sure please that you are following this assignment outline. Do not follow my site as an example because I don't have all the projects that you necessarily need. It's just a visual, but what you need to follow, because what's actually being marked, is what's in your assignment outline. I can't say that enough, so please make sure you follow the outline. On your home page, you need to have those 4 additional pages, and they need to be in your navigation bar. I've had a few students who struggled with that. The navigation bar is up here. The way to have a site appear up here, it appears automatically as long as you create a page and not a sub-page. You see here, if I click home and I create a sub-page, I'll call it test. It creates a new page for me. I now have a page called test, but it does not appear up here in the navigation. It appears as an option underneath of home because it's a sub-page. I'm going to go back and delete that and show you now how to create additional pages that show up in your navigation bar. There's 2 ways to do it. Either click here and duplicate page. Again, I'll call this one test so you can see as a comparison. Now it shows up as an actual page itself, and it will show up in our navigation bar titled test. Now, as you can see, it created an exact copy of the home page. They look identical, but this one is now called test. It appears as test in the navigation bar, so now I could call this page, test page, blah, blah, blah. I don't actually need that page because obviously I already have all mine designed, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this page now. The final way that you can create a new page is this plus sign down here, very common in the Google Suite. Click new page, call it test, and again, now it appears up at the top and it will appear as a page. Those are the 2 ways you can create a proper page that will appear in your navigation bar. Now that that is done, the other one of the other main questions I've had is how to create these as buttons that take you to, because one of the requirements is that you have navigation also from your navigation bar, but also have some sort of visual or button. So there's a couple different ways to do that. You can insert, the way I inserted these was I inserted this, 4 different things. And these could just be simple as inserting pictures. I'm going to just select a picture of a computer. I just want to search images of computers on Google. And I can just plug this in. So that, or you could choose to actually upload an image of your assignment or what have you. And let's just say this was the, actually, let's just say I wanted this to be my online citizenship, so I can show you how to link it. So right now it's just a picture with a heading underneath. The way you change that into a link is simply click on it anywhere. You create this insert link, and we want it to actually link to our online citizenship page, so you just click on that, apply, and now I don't want the title obviously to duplicate, so I'll erase the old one. If I want to make the picture a link, I just do the exact same process. I link it like this into online citizenship, and I hit apply. Right now, this is now a link to the online citizenship page of my website. Okay. That's how you create the links on these. I'm going to go ahead and delete this because frankly, I don't need it. It was just to show you how to do it. I also wanted to show that it's very easy. Actually, I'll undo so I can show it's easier to show you something that's different. To move things around, if you don't like the order, simply drag them and put them wherever you want them. If I wanted this in here, for example, all 3 of these I'm actually going to end up deleting. The other question I had from some students is how to create. So if I go into, actually, I'll just go into the productivity one. I created these banners to help separate the different projects and requirements. I didn't put one here, for example. So now the way to do that is just insert divider. Oops. the divider line. Sorry, no, I wanted to insert, oops, hang on. So just continuing, if I wanted to create, so there is a way to do divider lines. You just click on the line. If you want to do something more like this, a heading in between different topics, simply go inserting a text box. Now right here, screencast about Google Sheets assignment. If I want this to be an actual heading, I can make it into a heading. I can center it, and that's how you alter the text. And many people have been asking about size. You just have to go by these different categories. And then I would just change the background. What I did was I just changed the background for emphasis, and that's how I made these subheadings. So this I can now, if you go on these little dots to the side, just click and you can move them wherever you want it to go. So this is the screencast about Google Sheets. I want it there. So now I have clear dividers. These are my Google Slides and productivity tools, typing log and making graphs meaningful, and this is a screencast about the Google Sheets assignment. Yeah, I believe that covers some of the main questions. Oh, there's one more thing. Sorry about that. The one last thing that I've had several people ask about is in the design projects, you need to include your logo and your picto chart. And then you have other options here, whether you're doing, well, frankly, any of these elements, but especially the business card people have struggled with. For the business card, you often can't see a preview of them, but you have to download it. When you click on your download, it's going to open up in Microsoft Publisher. Now, it's true you cannot upload a publisher file to the Google site. It doesn't preview it properly. So the only way to get around that is just do file of your, this would be your business card, save as, and then just make sure you save it, instead of saving it as a publisher file, you're just going to drop this down and save it as a JPEG to make it into a picture. Once you do that, and you've saved it as a picture, it's now going to be very straightforward to upload. So you just upload it as a photo into your site. So if we're into the design portion, the design projects of our site, if I want to insert something new here, let's just say my business card with a write-up. Here I click on it, I want to upload, and now I can actually upload from, did I have it in my H drive or did I put it in my holding? Publication. I didn't change the name of it. And it uploads just as a picture. This is if you want to have writing beside it. Okay, I think that covers all the main elements that I've had repeated questions about. If you have anything else that you need direction on, just let me know. Bye.